Well, hello glue troopers, Max of Max's Models, and I am back from the cold north. Finished my 4-day trip, my first trip as a regular captain, and a huge shout out to my first officer, Brian, who kept me out of trouble for 4 days. He did an outstanding job. And I also found out that he had just picked up a Monogram P38 at an antique store. He had built models as a kid, but hadn't built one since, and he built it and painted it and thought it was kind of cool. Only problem was it didn't have decals, and as I mentioned on my last video, which was about the model that he got, that he definitely picked the right guy to fly with. So I found some P38 decals for him in the stash, which were of course given to me by a glue trooper, and I am going to take those to work for him. But also, kind of, hey kid, the first one's free, luring another guy back into the hobby. I thought, he likes the Thunderbolt and the Mustang also, because he's a big World War II guy just like me. And, a P38 really needs a pair of stablemates. So I decided to give him the P47 out of that dual Dornier 335 P47, reboxing, remarketing of their two kits in one. I'd already robbed some parts from the 335, so I'm going to bag up the P47 and the decals and the instruction sheet, but I also realized that I have a stack of P51s, and I already have this very Revell kit, which is of course actually the old Monogram kit from the 97 mold recut, and I already have one on the shelf. So I thought, we're all about spreading the hobby, and you guys know I won't sell any models that you give to me, but I will gift them to people. And I'm going to tack that on there and leave it for him in the crew room so he can pick it up. So I'll have a Thunderbolt, a P51, and the decals, and hopefully we can lure another person back into the hobby. Mwahahaha. Also want to give a shout out to our friend Barry, who sent me these little insulin needles. Apparently they make really good glue applicators, and I'm going to put them to the test. He does warn that although white glue goes through them without any trouble, most other glues will harden in them, so you're only going to get about 1 day's use out of them. You can, of course, use them like a hypodermic, stick them in the glues and extract the handle, and it'll pull some glue in there. And I've heard they're really good for fine point application. I know that some of the guys who use things like the gas patch turnbuckles use these. And, of course, you can clip off the tip if you need a slightly wider bead. But you got to be very careful because these things apparently are sharper than X-Acto knives. And in other news, you may have noticed different music starting off. This is a little teaser from a song that our good friend John Kitt over at Scale Car Garage did for us after the crash of 23. I meant to use this, and in the utter confusion that is my life, I forgot. And we're going to be talking at the live stream, we're going to be talking about storing, displaying models, fixing repaired ones, that sort of stuff. And of course I will be playing this entire song, and it's a really catchy little tune. He put a lot of work into it. I don't want to give a big thanks to John for that, and an apology for not getting around to it sooner. Oh, life is chaos. But that's where we're at for right now, guys. I might get to work on the Douglas World Cruisers today, and well, the projects that are going on. I've also gotten quite a few emails about the deadline for the Vietnam build. Right now it's the end of March. That may get pushed back once again with my work schedule, but for the moment it's the end of March. I will put the proposed group build schedule below. Okay guys, that's what we have for this morning. I got lots to do. I will talk at you later, and as always, model on.
Tonight I let my mama down. I found broken parts all around. Despite my best efforts, I have found gravity pulls a model to the ground.